The man shot by ICE has been identified as a 26-year-old from Colombia. He is reportedly authorized to work in the U.S. and be issued a social security number. Is this? I heard about this. This is another person who, you know, again, it's crazy how these people end up always getting themselves shot. It's so easy not to get shot. Witnesses saw two ICE agents approach a white sedan during an immigration operation, order the driver out and draw weapons. The car lurched forward towards one agent who shot at what officials call self-defense, killing a 26-year-old Colombian man with work authorization. You know what I think they need to do? Oh, I saw this. So they're crashing out over this.
17 minutes past the hour right now. Anti-ICE protests outside the office of Senator Susan Collins after a deadly shooting in Maine involving an ICE agent.
Yep.
This is Bedford, where the shooting happened about 25 minutes south of Portland. Our correspondent Alexis McAdams is reporting live here in New York City. She's got the latest details on what is happening there. Alexis?
Hey, Sandra. So as you can see here,
a bunch of white women.
This is a live look at what's going on in Maine. We know federal agents are trying to piece together everything that happened as witnesses tell local media that ICE agents surrounded a car and repeatedly ordered the driver to get out. Then seconds later, we're told they heard gunshots, and it was also captured on surveillance video. Listen to this.
Yep. Doesn't look like protests. They're trying to get inside the building. The cats are like, damn, you see that? What the fuck?
Blocked off in Biddeford, Maine, if we want to pull that video up.
Oh my God.
Shooting earlier this morning. We are told that the FBI
and
Maine State Police are working the case right now, and the feds have not yet said who was killed.
Yeah, and anti-ICE protests outside. Yeah, this is the same one. They're crashing out, getting upset over this. Maine residents are marching on ICE. America's sick and tired of the murderous, tyrannical U.S. government over Trump. I mean, these people really have nothing better to do. I don't know if this is a new one today or not. I have no idea. These people love to go out and protest. If only they liked to vote, maybe they would have got what they wanted. So anyway, we got one more of these.
This officer behind me, we're on Hill Street. The officer is standing at the intersection with Bacon Street, turning cars away from the next street up, which is Pool Street, and we know that's closed.
I do think they need to look into the flash mobs that these people organize and how they do it. I don't know whether there's something that's wrong that's happening, but here's one thing that's very odd to me. How is it that these people are able to organize a flash mob this quickly for any event that happens? But, you know, again, like these people lost Republicans control all three of the branches of government, right? And when Biden was president, it's not like you had Republicans and people like this going out there protesting like crazy either. So why is it that these people are able to mobilize so quickly and so efficiently? I think that there could be a nefarious reason for that. I don't know if that's true. Maybe they just have nothing better to do. But ultimately, I think that it does need to be looked into. It absolutely needs to be looked into. Because how they do it, they just need to jail the mob. I don't think that this is, again, these people aren't doing anything wrong. They're just walking around protesting. I don't think that any of these people need to be put in jail yet. So, yeah, I mean, maybe. As massive protests happen, you ever hear businesses complain about their workers coming in? Jobless, woke losers? I guess so. Too coordinated to be a radicalized rando? Well, yeah, it's clearly organized and it should be 100% dismantled. Well, I don't know how it's being organized and who's doing the organizing. But if I had to guess, I bet it is subversive non-American forces that are doing this. And I think that we need to push back against it, right? The light's literally green, though. Oh, okay. Well, then, yeah, they should arrest them. Yeah, I didn't even realize that. And you can't dismantle an organization. You absolutely can dismantle an organization. You can do it super easily. What do you mean? So, yeah, I mean, of course. And Nate Friedman knows, pretty much his whole YouTube channel on DSA. It's organized by organs of the DNC. That's why they're defended legally, I guess, right? But anyway, so this is it. Yeah, I personally, like, I think that ICE, like, If you try to drive your car, this is what happens when you try to run over cops, exactly. If you drive your car at a police officer, I think the police officer should be able to shoot you. It's just that simple. I think that it's just like, whenever you have these people that are violent and dangerous, I think the police should treat them like they're violent and dangerous and just shoot them. I don't want to have our law officers get shot and hurt. And I don't think that they should have to do it, right? But like, if you feel like your life is in danger and these people are doing this, then yeah, you absolutely should. What the fuck's wrong with you? Well, like, I'm talking about people that are violent, for example, right? I mean, so, like, let me go back. I'll pull this up. So, like, what do you, like, do you think that you should be able to hit a police officer or punch a police officer? Didn't they sponsor 9/11? What is this here? It gives a shit if they selectively do sponsors? I do, because I think it's annoying. So, what is this here? Yeah, how does this work? Yeah, I mean, do you think you should be able to, like, hit a police officer or, like, drive a car into a police officer? How does this work? I want to understand what your thinking is, right? Like, what is this? How did 11/9? I mean, guys, you know, like, definitely a European, right? What do you expect? 11/9, you know, it's... What is this? I'll give it a minute. Didn't they sponsor 9/11? They did, by the way. And they didn't actually, like, Osama bin Laden was, like, kicked out of Saudi Arabia, too. And, like, I mean, again, like, they have, like, extremism. Yeah, of course they do. Like, a lot of places do. It's not that uncommon. But we'll wait and see this. We'll see if there's a single response at all that makes sense for this in any capacity. Not thinking at all. Yeah, and this is the problem that these people have, is that I think that they'll say something like this and they'll make these, like, you know, oh my God, this is a very common, you know, pattern that these people engage in, is that they basically just kind of appeal to the consensus and they say, like, wow, you're acting really weird. You shouldn't be acting weird. And they never actually explain it. It's kind of like it's like a passive forcefulness of the consensus, right? That's what these people like doing. And I'm trying to see if there's any single response. That's crazy. It's insane that you have somebody, right? It's insane somebody would go around and why aren't you an LGBT ally? I mean, you're losing against fat uber women. Yeah, again, this is just somebody that was talking shit the whole time. All you did, and this is a single one, you can't explain anything that you think. You can't explain what you're saying. And the reason why is because you know I'm right. You know I'm right about this. Obviously, you shouldn't be able to run over a police officer. So, duh, use rage baiting guaranteed. Well, it worked because now you're banned. So, anyway, can't answer a simple question. Yeah, I totally agree with the rest of this, right? So I was 25 years ago, I have zero in common with today. I mean, again, like, I mean, how long is that going to happen? We've had wars with a lot of places. Look at Japan. So, like, if it's not what's happened, it's what's happening, right? It's typical for LGBTQ dudes. I don't know about him being gay. I have no idea. So, new footage seems to show an agent shooting from the side from the departed's vehicle. Is that the guy? Is that the car? Yeah, I mean, it doesn't show the bullet. It doesn't show the gunshot, so it's hard to say. Okay, here we do every moment, every day. Yeah, I guess so, right? And at this moment, it's natural selection. I totally agree. I do. Life hack. Don't try to run over agents and you won't get shot. Follow me for more tips. There it is. And I think it's really funny that, like, a lot of these people are just, yeah, abolish ICE. Oh, God. We just got the... Is this another guy?
Hey, everyone. We just got the sad news that it looks like there's been yet another deadly shooting, and ICE was involved. This time, it was right in our backyard in Biddeford. My heart is with the people of Biddeford, the people of Maine. You know, they need answers. We all need answers. Mm-hmm. We deserve to know what happened here. So we're going to go down to be with the community in Biddeford at Mechanics Park at noon. Yeah. If you're able to, please join us. Hey, everyone.
Right. And so the problem that these people have is that they, God, these people are so fucking obnoxious. This is the reason why I support completely oppressing them. They are so annoying, and they also, like, keep in mind that none of these people ever tell their constituents or their voters to obey the law, to comply with the police, to not break the law, and to, you know, exit your vehicle when told, and to follow lawful commands by police officers. They never say to do that. They never do that, and the reason why is because there is nothing better for these left-wing freaks than to have another random Colombian get killed. The reality is that the best thing for their cause is for more people to die. They want more people to die. Every single time that somebody dies, it gives them another opportunity for them to push their narrative, to start making up more bullshit, to complain about how evil ICE is, and to show, see, they did it again. So keep in mind that the only people who win whenever a person like this is murdered or killed by police is the leftists that are against ICE. Those are the only people that win. It's not beneficial for ICE. Why would ICE want to shoot somebody? It would be a lot easier for ICE if everybody just got out of their car and followed the directions. Then you wouldn't have to file extra police reports. You wouldn't have to deal with maybe getting hurt, and everything would just be a lot easier. So it's not in their best interest to shoot and kill somebody. It's not in the I don't think Republicans, most conservatives and Republicans don't want to have, ICE going around actually executing people in their cars. Like, we don't actually want to see people do that, right? So Republicans don't want this either. It makes ICE look bad. So the only people that win whenever a person like this is murdered or killed is the only people who win are the leftist people that are trying to use these dead bodies as a shield for illegal migrants, right? Martyr baiters, yeah, they're trying to bait more martyrs. And that's the reason why they never tell them to comply with the police or to do what they're told. It's because they want more martyrs. They think that if they have enough martyrs, that they will win more public support and they will be seen in a more sympathetic way. And you just described Hamas. Well, yeah, and I think that that's an interesting comparison, isn't it? Like, you're comparing them to a terrorist group, and martyrdom is a sacrifice they're willing they're willing to have others make. Exactly, I think that's true. So yeah, I only watch it on Twitch. I'm being recommended titty streamers. Yeah, that's probably because, well, let's not talk about why. But I mean, ICE is pretty evil, to be honest. Well, let me go back. I'm going to pull this up. So where is this person says ICE is evil? Can I find this? I don't know if I can find this person or not. But anyway, I don't think that they are. I don't think ICE is evil at all. I think ICE are patriots, honestly. And I think anybody who is against ICE is a retard. I do. I think that you are a retard. Immigration and borders control are necessary to preserving a nation. They are necessary to maintaining the rule of law. These are laws passed by Congress. These have been on the books for 50 years. This has been the law of the country for your entire life and probably your entire parents' life as well. The idea that a enforcement of those laws that were written into, they were voted on by the popular, the popular vote. They won in a presidential election. I would say the party that represents those values controls all three branches of government, and a majority of people, it seems like, want to have all illegal aliens deported. By all polling, all aliens should be deported, right? The majority of people think that. So if you think ICE is evil, here's the reality. You can look at any, and this is the problem, right? You can look at any police interaction and you can see babies crying, people getting killed, women getting hurt, and then men, being violently arrested. You can see this with bank robberies. You can see this with shoplifting. You can see this with murder. You can see it with sexual assault cases. You can see it with everything. You're going to have families separated. Like, if you go and you steal something from a store, or, you kill somebody, they're going to put you in jail and you're going to be separated from your family. So the idea that ICE is some kind of some unique evil that's like a problem or anything like that. And Asman, if you agree with what they're doing, mobilizing them without proper training and mental evaluation, that's a solid plan. So where is the? So this is it was me. Okay, yeah. So it means that they're a chicken egg situation. Were they trying to die, or are they killing because they're not trained? Why do you think that they're not trained? So, for example, a lot of the people who were I think it was the guy that killed Renee Good, for example, was a officer for 14 years. What do you mean they're not trained? You think that after 14 years, you're not going to understand what you're doing? Why do you think that they're not trained? What is the indication that they're not trained? They are. It's a leftist narrative. Well, that's what I'm saying, right? And so, what's the reasoning here? People are being shot because they're literally doing what they're trained to do? Yeah, that's obviously the reason why. I mean, do we have a single, I'm waiting for this. Let's find out. Large portion of the cops are also ex-military? Yeah, I mean, I mean, to be honest, I didn't know that. Well, then why would you say it if you don't even know it? Why would you even say it then? So you're calling them evil based off of something that you don't even, like, what? Like, that's insane. But you can't say the force size wasn't increased dramatically before the big push. They should increase it more. If it was up to me, I'd be using the National Guard and the military to remove these people. I'd be doing both of those too. So what's the point? Like, yeah, if you, I don't think it's enough. Like, we need to be getting 100,000 a week. The specific officer was in the force for 14 years. You cannot be mad at me for being honest about my knowledge. I'm not mad at you for being honest about your knowledge. What I'm mad at you for is the fact that you've drawn a conclusion that the people that are upholding the laws of the country are evil because of a misconception. You were putting forward a conclusion without understanding anything. I'm not mad at you for not understanding. I'm mad at you for drawing a conclusion without understanding. Does that make sense? And also, like, you're not going to get banned, by the way. I'm not going to ban you. So you don't have to worry. What do you think is wrong with what they're doing? Like, if you drive a car at a police officer, obviously the police officer should be able to shoot you. I mean, duh, of course. Like, how else could a person like that save their life? The chatter's logic is half of Twitter. Well, what I'm saying is that there's no logic to it. It's completely fake. That specific officer was forced 14 years. Yeah, exactly. Are you in a good mood today? Yeah, I'm all right. Things are good, actually. I'm looking forward. I'm going to play Power World all today, and, you know, tonight it's going to be great. I'm excited. Let's see this. Driving away versus driving towards. Here's the thing that I would really say about anything else, right? Is that if you're driving in any direction, let me go and... I think it's just too much too quick. And the giant push these last few months were not fully thought out and asking for trouble. Why is it not fully thought out? And why is it asking for trouble? You keep making assertions, but I want you to understand, what does it mean by it wasn't thought out? I don't think it's enough, and I don't think it's fast enough either. It would be more, and it would be faster. So how does this make sense, man? ICE isn't new. I know. Like, can you at least explain, like, and bring one point of contention at all, other than, like, these, like, vague posts? Like, that's what you're doing. You're just vague posting. Like, I don't understand this at all. I'll let this person respond, like, maybe one or two more times, then I want to move on and look at some other stuff. My feels? Yeah. I mean, there's nothing else really other than that to it, right? I mean, we'll see what you're saying. Even if you don't want to ban him, it sounds like you can't comprehend it. Oh, anyway, emotional voter right now. You can't really blame the dude for relying on false narratives. All you can find on mainstream news is either full support or full criticism. Well, I mean, it's all right. You're good. You want to move on. Don't want to have a bunch of stuff in a spot. I wonder why. Okay, right. So, yeah, I mean, there it is. They think the typical removal should take 16 years like the Haitians, and they're moving too hastily to remove criminals. The reason why, so this is the reason why they're not doing that. And I'll explain it because I think that people don't understand this. The reason why they're trying to say that ICE isn't trained or anything else is because they want to extend the process long enough that they can undo the electoral loss that they suffered, so then they can allow it to happen. They basically want to play for time until the next Republican, the next Democratic president, right? And so then they can undo it, and then all of the people that were going to be deported, they can, you know, turn off the proceedings for deporting them. That's the reason why they want it to take a long time. I don't think that there's any reason why something like that should take a long time. Are you in the country legally or not? Yes or no? If the answer is yes, then you need to leave right now. That's literally it. Tom Homan received a distinguished presidential rank award from all his deportations under Obama. Yeah, Tom Homan is I mean, like, and again, like, I think this is, I think he's a patriot. He absolutely is. I don't know why we're putting up with this behavior. This is a first world country. I don't know why we're allowing it to turn into a third world shithole. Should not happen. And anyway, let's see if I can find any more of these. But yeah, it's just the same usual complainers, right? about 20 minutes away from this, and I spent a fortune on meetings. I remember her. Oh, God. And if ICE was just killing people, wouldn't we see more than 5 deaths? Yes, we would. Yes, we would indeed. We would see more than 5 people that have been killed by ICE if they are just going around shooting people willy-nilly. That's it. I thought Trump was cracking down on H-1B visas. Why did Xbox fire all those people just to bring in 2,200 H-1B visa workers? So this is a completely separate topic. You got clickbaited. Microsoft filed for H-1B visas. Trump did not get rid of H-1B visas. He added a higher ceiling or a higher benchmark for people to meet in order to bring people over. And Xbox did not hire 2,200 people. This was a clickbait article designed to make you angry. These were filings that were done by Microsoft. How many employees does Microsoft have? Xbox has like what? Fucking, like 15,000 employees or something like that. But Microsoft probably has, multiple times that. Thanks for clarification. Yeah, you got clickbaited, man. I know there's a lot of people that saw that, but it's not accurate. So, the Goy are going wild today? They sure are. Anyway, so, man resident, oh, here we go.
But hundreds of protesters, this to me would be the main story, they are gathering now near the scene of the shooting. They're holding signs and they're demanding answers, including this woman.
I'm disgusted. This is horrible. I mean, the citizens of this country are literally being gunned down in the street for doing nothing.
He wasn't a citizen. He was from Colombia. I mean, they're so stupid, it's insane. For nothing. They're doing it for nothing. And crazy how these people never double or triple check the shit they see on the internet. Well, to be fair, I do that too. Like, I've made mistakes. Everybody made mistakes. I'm in relatively a good mood today, at least so far. We're only like 30 minutes into the show. So I haven't gotten agitated yet. So at this current moment, everything's fine. Just emotional reactions. Yeah, it's just another emotional outburst, right? And I think that ICE should not have allowed any of those protests to happen. I think Trump completely mismanaged ICE, but not in the way that they think so. Like, in my opinion, I think Trump should have nationalized the National Guard on day 1 or day 2, realistically, of the Minnesota protests. The day that it started happening, I would have immediately nationalized the National Guard, and I would have totally shut those people down. And I would have said, if you don't do this, and if the elected officials in here are not going to comply with federal law, you are getting arrested, you're getting tried for sedition, and I'm bringing in the military. Like, I would do that on day 2. I'd give them 1 day to get their shit together, and then after that I'd do it. And bring Tim in for incitement. Yeah, bring in these officials for incitement to riot, incitement to violence, all the stuff they tried Trump for January 6th. I think they should be tried for as well.